Hello and welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where last episode we played through the class trial for Chapter 3, which was, not super awesome because the main villain was totally contradicted to how she behaved in the past, who was someone who should have been incredibly calm, cool-headed, and competent, was the exact opposite of all three of those things. And yeah, just the whole thing was kind of a mess. I went into it in great detail last time if you want to hear more about it, but we haven't officially transitioned to Chapter 4 yet, but we're done with the class trial, and we're playing the daily life music, and we're with the daily life UI, so that's why I broke off the episode last time, since we were approaching 2 hours, so we're not technically in the daily life section of Chapter 4 yet, but I figured this is as good of a segue as we're ever going to get. So, if you're wondering what's going on right now, basically, Celeste, who was the killer last time, gave us a key to the locker in the dressing room where she was hiding Alter Ego, which is the AI incarnate of Chihiro, whom Hifumi and Taka were slobbering each other over. So, that's the basic synopsis of everything that's going on. So now we're going to go see if we can get that laptop back. Kyoko looked back at us and said, "I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later." You can't keep saying these mysterious things and expecting us to not suspect you of everything. What? Why exactly are you going alone? Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera. That's not what I mean. Why you? That's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too. What? You? Please, let me go. I'm the player character. Standing here arguing is going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Rikuya. That is up to you now. I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So, Makoto and Kyoko were gonna go together? Why are you red-faced about this? Ha! Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Alright, it's been about 2 minutes, and we're already calling it quits for today. See you guys later. See you for tomorrow's episode. Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
we need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker, and as the locker swung open, we saw... Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow? I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little while longer. So, now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this is concerned, sure. But, can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me? Why? What other reason would I have possibly had for coming in here with you? Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I did! I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried. Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
indeed,
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No, I believe in you, he said hesitantly. You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then, fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. Are we not going to get to hear the spiel?
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet. But Kyoko really right about this? What's concerning is the fact that she would have access, like she would know this information. That's, I have some questions. Okay, well, we're here. The boys' bathroom storage closet. There's no storage closet in here. Okay, hold on. What, Kyoko? What? There's no... What? Is this the storage... Where's the... There's no storage closet in here. Wait, okay, it's... Oh, that all the way at the back? Okay, that blended in with the wall so well I didn't even notice it was a storage closet. Also, who has a storage closet right next to the other stalls in the bathroom? This is a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Maybe? What? We can, I guess, it's just, this panel on the back wall is what it's telling me to investigate, so it must be something, it must be a panel that pushes back into the wall. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side. How did Kyoko come about discovering this? If she... Well, I mean, obviously, we know she's the one who's been talking to Monokuma. But how exactly did she... How... Like... okay. But just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? How exactly does she plan on explaining this without saying she's working for Monokuma? There's a bunch of files in what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy's student registry. It's the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kinda weird. I could understand if it said I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words. You must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh, that's not creepy at all. A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like I felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Oh, well, there go all the books. There go any chance you had at uncovering anything. Okay, so here we were, just chilling, minding our own business, and the next thing we know, freaking maniac with a mask on comes in with a baseball bat and just bashes our brains in. Ow, apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. So did Kyoko try to lure us into a trap? Or is there an actual Genocide Jack we're gonna have to deal with? And like, Genocide Jill is just, excuse me, just delusional. Okay. Well, all the books are gone. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks on the student registry and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... Huh? As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Okay, well, there's only one way to find out what's going on in here. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Sakura? Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
What do you think you're doing?
My question is exactly, why exactly are you challenging Monokuma?
I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me?
Like, if anyone is physically strong enough to take down Monokuma, it would be her. But it seems like he's a little bit more omnipotent than just your average person.
This wasn't part of the deal.
The deal?
I made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise.
no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... I don't know about that one. Okay, then. I have some questions about what we just saw. Well, not just some, I have all of them. I have all the questions. Oh, great, we got the Super Robo Justice present. I'm sure that would be lovely for Kyoko and Hina. I'm sure they would love that. Wow, Okay, let's try to review what just happened there. So, we got the laptop back. Kyoko somehow knew about something in the boys' bathroom, then told me to go there at midnight, which is obviously a very intelligent idea. So then we go there at midnight. We go into the secret room where there's some maniac with a mask waiting for us. He knocks us out, steals all the books, and then when we're leaving, we hear a battle going on, like an anime battle going on in the gym. We go there, and Sakura's kicking the crap out of Monokuma. And, oh, wow. I have a lot of questions about that. Okay. Well, ordinarily this would be where we end the episode, but because this is just going to be kind of a continuation of the last episode, I'm not going to end it here. So we're going to keep trucking onward. And see... Yes, I wish to overwrite. Alright, let's go. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko, or or her what? I forgot she was even a character, to be honest with you. She was such a non-entity in this game that I completely forgot she even existed. Like, if you would ask me to name all the characters, I would have named Leon, I would have named Sayaka, I would have named Mondo, I would have named Chihiro, I would have named, I would obviously have named Celeste, Tafumi, Taka. I would not have remembered Junko, I don't think. She was such a non-entity that she's just like, oh yeah, I guess she was there for like 3 seconds and then she was dead. And then he got executed. Fumi killed Taka, then Celeste killed Fumi. And then she got executed. And that brings us up to now. The next morning in the dining hall the day after Celeste's case, well, the good news is we're slowly whittling down to just the last couple, like, we're slowly getting closer and closer to only being characters here that I like. So now there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the number of people we started with. Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. Still. What did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura's the mastermind spy? No. Makoto, are you okay? No, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more. Okay, in that case, let's eat till we pass out. Let's not do that. How about we just eat breakfast? Let's not eat until we pass out. What do you mean in that case? Well, because look how scary everyone looked. It's gotta be because you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up, so let's eat. Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat fish and donuts? That's a combination of food that no one should ever have to consume. It's like a Deep Impact style meteor impact extinction level event combination of foods. What? Those are both breakfast time. Ah, yes, my favorite breakfast foods: donuts and fish. That's okay. Wow. Still, the till we can't stand up part is the problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, a new area should have opened up.
It's true.
Plus, we still have alter ego. We don't have to give up into despair just yet. She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future. Yeah. Think happy thoughts, not deathy thoughts. No. Like, we're gonna get out of here, right? Then this is all over. I think I want to get reborn for serious. I mean, reborn as someone serious. No. Hey, are you okay? That's not like someone who's about to die would say. Totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders. That's a big old lie right there. Huh? What makes you so sure? I predicted it last night since it revealed itself to me from the ether. There's no doubt about it. How accurate is your fortune telling anyway? I can usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day. That seems really low. Well, yeah, it's not like it's ESP or whatever. Of course I'm only gonna get it right sometimes. I told you my fortune telling isn't like some occult thing. Alright, prediction. He's either going to be the next victim because he said there's not gonna be any more killings, Or, more likely, he's gonna be the next killer because he's like, hey guys, don't worry about it, there's gonna be no more murders, ha 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 ha, let your guard down, please. That's gonna be what that is. Fortune telling isn't a cult? Of course not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation. Cattle? What? He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research. No, you're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it's happened to me. It's all happened on one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed the patties were 100% all beef, so I got a burger to go and headed home. And before long, the sky was filled with a mysterious blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger.
What?
And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair. And that's still floating there. The entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand.
Uh-huh.
You realize what that means?
You're insane?
It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in.
Are you okay?
Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess.
You need help. You
You can't trick me.
need grand amounts of help that I can't provide. So I stormed back into the burger place and got up in the manager's grill, and they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about that?
Now you see, that is cattle mutilation. I kind of got lost halfway through. Yeah, I was, that conversation was, ugh. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity. I stink of, how dare you? Well, you do stink though. That's fine. But that's fine? Anyway, I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at the very least, I'll murder anyone. Okay, well, now allow me to double down on my prediction from earlier, because if you're gonna be that blunt about it, yeah, it's gonna be you.
Yeah.
Me either. I mean, I would never.
Of course.
Me either.
Indeed.
Nor I. That goes for me too, of course. I can never kill any of my friends. I feel like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we finally become united. But, to be honest, I wish Mercury and Toko were here for this too. But it's so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves. Yeah, we're better off without them, I say. That was enough to prove we were united for this time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility. Well, to be clear, Mercury is kind of an asshole. And Toko, 50% of the time, Toko's absolutely insane. And the other 50% of the time, Toko is, like, unhealthily self-deprecative, which is just toxic to be around. We began our search as soon as we finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up and what was waiting for us. Okay, well, then let's head to the 4th floor and see what mysteries await us indeed. Okay, well, we're not gonna walk up all the different flights of stairs. We're just gonna... We're gonna warp up to floor 3, and then from there, we'll go to floor 4. Hello, stairs! Let's head up to the next floor and see what wonders await us. Oh, ooh, snazzy. So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope Speak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it. You're gonna find nothing. I've been told that there are 6 chapters. What does that say? Data lab, okay. I've been told that there are a total of 6 chapters in this, so we have... Including this one, we have 3 more to go. Okay. So, looks like we have a music room. We have the data lab, which... Okay, we're gonna save this one for last, I think. Because this is definitely gonna be the one... This is gonna be what leads to Monokuma's office, okay. Because it has a giant picture of Monokuma there. And over here, we have another classroom. Yep, classrooms. This door leads to... the headmaster's office, okay. I definitely want to save Monokuma for last, so I guess we can deal with that. This door leads to... Chem? Okay, so this is the Chem lab. Is that all the rooms? Oh wait, there's one more room. This door here. Office, okay, just your average everyday office. Okay, well the first, I want to go to the music room first. The music room seems like the least plot relevant of all of them. By the way, I haven't really called much attention to it. But the visual style and the music of this game are both phenomenal. I despise, like, I don't really get to appreciate all that much because I'm constantly fighting the goddamn controls of the stupid controller. But when I'm not fighting the controls, the graphics, music, outstanding. Okay. Music. Music room indeed. What are we gonna find in here? Obviously we're gonna find a piano of some kind. Yep, piano, okay. Oh, and Kyoko's here. This is the music room. It's hardly even a classroom, it's more like an actual concert hall. Alright, what do you have to say? Hey, Kyoko, remember when you sent me to my death in a secret closet in the boys' bathroom, which you somehow knew about? Can we talk about that? You know, you haven't told me what you think yet. What I think? About the secret room in the boys' bathroom. Ah, well, I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
What?
Attacked? By who? Well, they came from behind, and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. When I came to the mountains of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry, I know how important those were. It's okay. I saw what I needed to in there, and I half suspected the mastermind might come after you. Yup, what'd I tell you? She sent us in. Why am I trying to be friends with her again? She sent us into a trap. Like, I think the reason is why is because she's the most interesting character, and she's clearly the most intelligent of the bunch. But, like, she sent us to our death. When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. So I wanted you to go see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room. But to attack you and steal everything in the room, that must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity. Then you knew I was going to get attacked? You can handle that kind of thing though, right? After all, you're a boy. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Fine, I understand. Now let me ask you something else. You know about the note... Do you think just because I'm a guy, I'm automatically capable of fighting off intruders? That's not how that works. Let me ask something else. You know about the note that was left in there? The note that said you must not leave. We shouldn't talk about that. Not here. Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera. I'm looking into it. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. How are you looking into it? What resources are you using to look into it? She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say in the matter. So now it's your turn. Let's hear your secret. Oh no, that's not how this works. No. You don't get to be utterly vague with me. You don't get to tell me literally nothing all game, and then suddenly expect me to spill all my secrets. That's not happening. Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something. Am I wrong? That's... Yeah, no, we're not telling her. No, not happening. Absolutely not. Absolutely, positively no way. If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down? Well...
Hey.
We're friends. She's really interrupts me. Oh, no. You don't get to play the reverse card when I tried this line on you, you shut me down. No. And then the only time you didn't shut me down, you sent me to my death. That's, no. There's nothing worse than expressing doubt about your friend when you don't have enough evidence for it. Don't tell her. Absolutely not. Absolutely no way. Sorry, I can't tell you. Not yet.
Correct.
So that's your answer. But do you think that's fair? You haven't heard what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share. Kyoko? Let's think about all the times that you haven't told us information. You still haven't told me everything, and now you're expecting me to tell you everything? No, that ain't how this bargain works. I'm sorry, I really am.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, bye, see you later. But those are her parting words. Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. Oh, boo-hoo. Maybe maintain some consistency, and then maybe we won't have to have this situation. Okay. Well, that's nice. Okay. So with that in mind, I wonder, I'm trying to think, what would be more plot relevant? Like, you'd think that the Monokuma office would be more plot relevant, right? But the fact that says headmaster's office, I don't know. Alright, I guess we'll save headmaster for later. We'll go in here now. Rattle, rattle. Oh. Never mind, my decision's been made for me. According to the nameplate, this is called a data center, but what's behind the door is a total mystery. Well, I mean, we know from the map that it's Monokuma's office. Okay, well, we'll come back there later. I guess my decision's been made for me by the game itself. We're going to the headmaster's office. Nameplate on the door says headmaster's room. The headmaster's room. There must be something worthwhile in there. Never mind, this door's locked too. Okay, then I guess we're just gonna go to the regular old office. The lame standard office. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I tried to go to all the... Hey, look at that! Another one. It's another one. Calling it now. It's gonna be another one of those photos. This is the office. But of course, there's no hint of any teachers that would we normally be able to rely on. Don't think I didn't see that. Don't think I didn't see this photo over here. But yeah, I promise. I tried to go to all the different interesting rooms, but they just kicked me back to the standard blame office. So there's a picture on the floor. This picture. It's Sayaka, Celeste trying to stab Hifumi's eyes out, and Hifumi taking a picture. What? Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka? The smiling faces of people who are dead now. A classroom without metal plates over the windows. It's exactly the same. It's just like that picture I saw before. There's no way this isn't important somehow. They're smiling the way you'd expect any normal teenager to smile. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. So does that mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got here? Including Sayaka? No, there's no way. Monokuma did it. It must be fake. You're fake! Hi, my name is Monokuma, and I pop up when I'm least expected and also least wanted. Monokuma popped up out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand.
A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on!
Then you're saying this picture is real?
If there were such a thing as the Nobel Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place. Actually, that's probably not true!
I asked you a question. Is this picture real or is it a fake?
Oh, Makoto, you're so eager to split things in half, aren't you? But it's no use. It's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split. The picture is real. No more, no less.
Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real? I mean, I already suspected that. It's really real if that's true. If that's the case. So the only question I have now is, what happened at this school, or in the world, to cause us all to get locked down here while the world fell apart around us? Like, what's the backstory? Is it going to be a zero escape thing where we get outside and it turns out Radical 6 took over the world? I guess we'll find out. Okay, well now, the only door left that we can actually open is the chem lab, so we'll go in here. Okay. Oh, hey friends. Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive, so this is the chem lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. Okay. There's so many things we can interact with here. Is there anything interesting in any of these doors? It's a remarkably big shelf and it's stocked with all kinds of medicine. Ah, listen, Makoto, listen. Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me. I think we were all calm before you started talking. Okay, Kina, just chill out. There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine, and what? They even have protein X? What's that? A high-quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level. Oh, okay. A protein drink connoisseur. Do we have? Oh yeah. This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Ah, my prayers have finally been answered. Time to load up some more prayers then. A gold mine, huh? I've already taken a good look at things around here. There's a lot to think about. For now, I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others. Okay, well, I'm guessing Protein Zyme X will have a major role in this case, since they drew specific attention to it. Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. And after a few minutes... So, is this everyone? Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Yeah, good idea. Okay, we'll start from the left and work our way to the right. There was a big shelf at the chem lab on the 4th floor and had all kinds of chemicals and stuff. And it was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should at least go take a peek. I highly recommend it. I think you and Ogre are probably the only ones interested in stuff like that. Oh, but it's not all good stuff, though. There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that, there was also, a bunch of different poisons. Oh, wonderful. I'm sure that won't be used in any meaningful way in this case. They were all labeled clearly, though, so it would be hard to grab them by mistake.
True.
Still, we better make sure we're careful around there. And we probably shouldn't tell Peculiar or Toko about the poison, right? No, you should definitely not do that. Although I don't think Peculiar's too smart to not make it to the end, right? Like, he knows too much, and he's like Kyoko. Him and Kyoko are the only two characters who are, like, actively holding the player's hand when it comes to figuring stuff out. So they're gonna make it to the end. Toko they'll probably keep around just for comic relief, like, yo, I'm so crazy, right? So I'm guessing Hiro will probably be the next one to be the killer. What do you mean? Well, just in case, you know what I'm trying to say? Just in case, yeah, I think you're right. It's peculiar. It won't be long before he's discovered it for himself. But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open, it's absolutely the work of a mastermind. Next up, what did you discover? I found a couple rooms at the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center in the headmaster's room. The headmaster's room? That sounds like exactly this kind of place to find some clues. If we can somehow unlock the door and get inside, who cares about a stupid lock? It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door.
What was that?
Ah!
No, please, continue. Did you say I've got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said?
Hell no, I didn't.
Then what did you say? 'Cause I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room. Ugh. knocking down your headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here? That's my room, you know. It is now, anyway. And you're thinking of busting it down? You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw?
No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad. Also, you mean to tell me his office isn't the room where his face is literally plastered on the map image?
I'm not mad.
Emoticon. You're totally mad.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to add a rule for this, but if you're gonna go around having those thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations.
Seriously?
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. That's a rule now, you jerks.
Great. Thanks, Hero. The new rules have been added to the regulations menu. Is he gone? Man, I was scared for my life. I'm sure he's gonna kill me for serious. But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the headmaster's room. But now that it's a rule, it's nothing we can do. And then Kyoko's sitting there like, oh, yes there is, but I'm not gonna tell you. Okay. Metal sheets have been added to all the windows on the 4th floor. None of them budged an inch. Just like everywhere else. Escape from the 4th floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though. And finally, the one with probably the most plot-relevant details, Kyoko. She's ignoring me.
Hey, Makoto, does Kyoko seem upset to you?
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad. And you're excited about this? Yeah, it looks like it.
What's your deal?
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her. Wait, what did I do? Wait. She's the one. No. She's the one who sent me to my death in the boys' bathroom closet. Let's if you're gonna blame me, let's roll the story back to that point. So has everyone said what they need to say? I think so.
But it looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. Can I say something? It's because my dad was smoking in bed. Excuse me, that's no why. I have something I'd like to report. So you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture up on the 3rd floor the other day? You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture almost just like that one.
Another one?
But this time the picture was of Celeste, Tafumi, and Sayaka.
Huh?
And they were all smiling. And the classroom in the picture didn't have any metal sheets covering the windows.
So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one? Now you found the one that had Celeste, Tafumi, and Sayaka? But how can that...
Monokuma must have faked it. But if the picture is real, then everyone who was in it, there would have to have been some kind of hidden connection there, right? Some deeper truth we just don't understand. I have a pretty good idea of what that deeper truth is. Can't be, it's a fake. But Monokuma said it was real. I know we could just write that off as a lie. Then you trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died? Huh? That's what you're saying, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm shocked. You said everyone should believe in our friends, but you're refusing to do the same. Wait, okay. So, what exactly, what word of our deceased friends am I betraying by saying that this picture was taken beforehand? How does that contradict that in any discernible way? It's not like I'm saying, guys, they're still alive. No, I'm saying this picture was taken beforehand, before this all happened. Nothing about them being killed contradicts that information. That's not, what's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry.
Hey,
Come on, guys, stop fighting or all your good luck's gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture. He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say. You might be right, but still.
What?
Oh, great. Look who decided to show up. It looks like you guys have stopped playing nice. Peculiar. You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before. You shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Leave us alone. You're not a part of this. That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are, and always will be, completely separate. So whatever's causing your face to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest. Huh? Did he finally say something useful? Finally, he said something useful. Peculiar, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brain to get to work might do you some good. I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers? He was taking a bath. Is he saying he's been talking to Alter Ego? Did he tell him something? Maybe we should all go take a bath. Ah, good idea. A mixed bath? A mixed bath. If Alter Ego really did tell him something, I wonder what it could have been. Well, we're about to find out, okay. To the bathhouse. Away! Monokuma, don't follow us in here. You got that? We'll be just fine. We'll be fine in here. Oh, hey, Toko, in your non-genocide Jill form. Toko was sitting alone on the bench with the laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come here? What Alter Ego had to say too?
Your problem.
I already heard it with Master. You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Just stop bothering me.
Get out of the way. We have to talk to Alter Ego.
No, I made Master a promise.
Promise.
Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing. What are you, his dog? It's what Master wants. I do anything he asks.
Okay, Toko, you need to just forget about Byakuya. You need to detach yourself from him entirely. You just love being mistreated.
Well, fine, if you really want me gone out.
That's not what he said! That's not what he Oh, no, that's the... Great! Look what you've done, hero. You done diddly did it this time.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
We'd like you to move.
Sure thing, just kneel before me and beg.
First a Mega Mask is now a Super Sadist? Great job. It's like, which torture have you signed yourself up for today? Regular Toko or Genocide Jill Toko? Pick your poison. Genocide Jack is sitting in front of the laptop. I can't get to it. Seriously? Really? You gotta be kidding me. There's 5 other people in this room and you're telling me you can't overpower her? Seriously. That's what you're going with. Okay. Sakura alone will be enough to overpower her. Toko, seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use this laptop.
Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
Come on, sheep, give it the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop your knees. 2, beseech. Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her and I said, please, I'm begging you, will you please let us use the laptop?
Such an ultra-miraculous feeling of happiness. All my pent-up anger and master for abusing me is evaporating. So even you realize it's abuse. Hey. That should be enough, alright? Hurry up and let us talk to Alter Ego. Okay!
Thank God. Okay.
Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come. I'm starting to get kind of nervous. I felt the same way. Resting on the keyboard, my hands had started to shake.
Just a second.
Move. The single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved to let her take over.
Then.
Here we go.
Kyoko began typing the words appearing as fast as I could read them. Can you tell us what you found out?
Sure. I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find. And one particularly important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them.
Yep, okay. That's what we thought. That in the wake of a world that had fallen apart at the seams, they moved a small subset of, or they maybe, so what I could justify is, like, I can justify this to a point where it's like the world falls apart and they pick the brightest, best students from all around the globe, and have them be the people who are going to write the next chapter of humanity and, like, be the next hope and, like, save the human race as the world's falling apart around them. Because, like, so they go to the school, and then the world falls apart at the seams, and then they quickly create this as, like, a apocalypse shelter, essentially. That's why there's metal sheets on all the doors. And then they have them be here to just kind of wait out the disaster and wait to repopulate the world. Except for one small problem. That does not explain why Monokuma is here and, like, psychotically hosting a killing game. I can explain this thing up to a point, but there's a certain point where you're just like, nah, I don't have any answers for that yet.
That was the stated goal of the plan, but it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. The students would tend to live out the rest of their lives here.
Okay, well, there goes that. Okay, well, maybe not then. It's exactly the situation we found ourselves in.
It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves.
What?
Wait, hold on. The reason we've been imprisoned here wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever.
Wait.
It was the school itself?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest. It seems that the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. What does that mean?
Yeah, what kind of name is that for something?
Otherwise known as a tragedy, it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its role as a school and closed down. Things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. And whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground. They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives. But why would the Hope's Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
And what could this tragic event have possibly been? In a flash, Kyoko had typed their questions into the computer, and the answer we got was...
I don't know. If that information was ever on this computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless, I'm sorry.
And that's all he said. Is this really the end? We get halfway through the answer and that's it?
It would appear so. Disappointing. Oh, wait. There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind.
The mastermind? Kyoko's fingers moved even faster than they had so far. Did you figure out the mastermind's identity?
No, that I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think. The one leading the Hope Speak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope Speak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
Headmaster?
Is here in the school? Well, if he is, I think I might know who attacked me. That's gotta be the mastermind. I mean, Monokuma's been calling himself the headmaster, right? Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious.
But if we break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do?
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster. No matter the cost. Hyoko, what's going on? I can't explain why, I just know that I have to find him.
She has to? Kyoko, what's going on with you? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent. We should see if Alter Ego has any more information. It seemed to be her attempt to regain her composure, and she started typing again. Did you learn anything else?
That's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I can do from here. I'm really sorry.
And it really is all over?
Wait. Alter Ego seems to have more to say. Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Tafumi, or Taka since yesterday.
A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of keys as Kyoko typed. They're all dead.
What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but it really happened. Oh, sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
Well, then I guess that's it. That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again. You've done your job, thank you.
I'm done? I guess I am, huh? Then maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore. But I feel kinda sorry for him.
You feel sorry, but he's just a computer program, right?
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know?
I mean, yeah, it did, but that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you?
Well, no. But when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way.
I know what you mean, I feel the same way. Hey, come on, it's just a program. You can tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? But, you know, what's the difference between us and the program, really? Huh? I started thinking about how you would differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. Really? Is this game gonna be the one to tackle the differences between what makes up what sentience versus humanity and intelligence and being alive? Oh, really? This is the game. This is the game that's gonna tackle that? Alright, here we go. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on a computer, but at the same time I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend.
I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. There's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends the merrier, right? Check this out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival.
So anyway.
No, so anyway, that's totally smart and cool thing I quoted from I don't know where.
Anyway, there's nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role in this is over. Am I wrong about that?
No, but...
And frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who isn't your friend.
Do you really mean that? The story's gotten off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time. Yeah, good idea. What's the Hope Speak staff thinking? Why are they making us kill each other? I don't think that was part of the plan. Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Yeah, he said that it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right?
Must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. But did something like that really happen a year ago? I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys? Because you've been here probably for a year and then your memories got wiped.
I don't really watch the news, so...
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
That event led to the closing of Hope's Peak. If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to the school.
Maybe all the students here were killed or something. That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us would remember that.
Then maybe they covered it up. That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
It's totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible. What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling stuff like this.
Maybe, but right now there's only one path open to us. We have to find the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy. We have to find him and make him tell us everything. As long as we get our hands on him, I think.
Kyoko, when you said headmaster, I got that feeling again. But even that is a problem not so easily solved.
Yeah, you're right. Well, our business is done here, so for now we should get out of here.
Oh yeah, good idea. Forgot you were even in the room, to be honest. Oh, back to normal.
Huh? Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean... Oh, no, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Byokuya is gonna be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved any further.
Good call. Toko's got some issues. But as we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us. Hi, my name is Monokuma, and you know what I do? I pop up when I'm least expected and least wanted.
My heart is pounding away. It's pounding with anger.
You're not still mad about the whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you?
Oh, that little matter doesn't even matter a little bit. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath, but that doesn't matter either. It's building. I feel it building. My head's about to boil over with rage.
Don't get so angry. Here, let me help center your chakra.
Etch this on the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Fang for a fang? Be careful, just change the incantation of devastation. No, it's just a saying. Oh, I see. But what's he talking about? Well, guess we'll find out after the nighttime call, which we definitely haven't heard a million times already.
Correct.
So it's nighttime.
Hey.
What does everyone want to do?
Celeste was the one who was suggesting nighttime rules, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way. I agree.
It's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed.
So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. I feel like you should just be in a constant state of anxiety when you're in this place. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought, but we learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around and around in my mind. The administrators of Hope's Peak had planned all of this. They did it because of the tragedy which had happened a year before, and apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all, the mastermind. All these mysteries make me worried, but I still have to try and unravel them bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice. And now it's time for my favorite part, Monokuma Theater!
Let's talk a little bit about where I was before I became a bear. At first I was a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer." But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp. I don't want to be one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we can do a tiger prawn on our budget?" So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead.
The secret origin story of Monokuma.
One which gave us no answers. Okay. And now it's another beautiful day. First things first, I need to head to the dining hall. Then to the dining hall we shall go. The area, yeah. Like, I get that it's a small detail to get hung up over. That the nighttime and morning calls play every single goddamn time. Especially because you can skip it. It's just like, we don't really need to hear it. Anyway, as I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. Really? That's the first thing you saw? What are you staring at? Oh, Toko. What? You think your eyes will just rot by just looking at me? Fine, then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Peculiar said he likes a girl to have some immunodomones, so I'm gonna start. What? You realize that Peculiar's stringing you along, like he doesn't care about you, right? He's like a sack of shit. He's stringing you along, playing you for a fool. Like this is an abusive relationship. If you can even call it a relationship, it's not. You shouldn't. Toko, what are you? I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force. No. What are you doing? No. I refuse to lose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko wasn't here. What a surprise. Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later? Yeah, after you leave. Well, she's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said you wanted you to show some background. You didn't need to show her. Alright. That's gonna be another quick moment for me. See you later. I don't quite like. Okay. Kyoko is a package to unravel, right? She's clearly got a lot of backstory that we're gonna find out. There's something weighing on her shoulders, and like she's not very open about her emotions. She's not very good at making connections. That's kind of why I wanted to be friends with her and try to spend time with her in free time, to try to try to get her to open up a little bit, try to, like, chip away at the exterior ice, like, chip away at the ice around her heart, for lack of a better term. I know that's a really cheesy expression, but whatever. I'm just trying to get her to show some emotion and, like, open up a little bit. But, and it worked to some extent, but, like, that was her biggest character flaw. But she's always been remarkably intelligent and also consistent on her values. But for some insane reason, let me recap the events that led us to this point, right? Okay, so Kyoko was sneaking off on her own, doing incredibly suspicious things, sorry, I bumped the microphone, that led everyone to believe that she was the mastermind working for Monokuma. So then we say that, and we say, hey, I want to come with you so that, you know, I can make sure you're not doing anything wrong, and she's fine with that. So then we go to the locker room, and I ask her to tell me what her problem is, like what the deal is, and she says no. Instead, she tells me to go to the boys' bathroom closet thing, where I was almost murdered. So that's what happened. Then following that event, I'm like, hey, she sent me to my... And it'd be one thing if when we confronted her about the issue, she was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea something like that would happen. I'm so sorry, I didn't even have to happen. No, she doubled down on it. She was like, oh yeah, I knew all along you were gonna get attacked, maybe even murdered. I don't know. Who cares, really? It was all part of the plan to see what the mastermind would do. I'm like... Thanks. So then after hearing this information, she's like, so, and then after hearing this information and her not telling us the deal, she's like, so, I didn't tell you anything, but what did you find out? I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell you anything after the events that just happened. And then she's like, well, now I am not talking to you. We are not friends anymore. That is the chain of events that led to this point. I don't follow this. Okay.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirtlandia. You don't understand. You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are. Toko, shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. And after that, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight sextracultural activities. What? Stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? You're sweaty. Oh my Jesus Christ. What the? Toko. Look. What Peculiar is doing to you and the way he's treating you is not good. It's not okay. It's not correct. He's not like, what he's doing to you is wrong, and like, it's indefensible. But you're making it really, really hard for me to feel bad for you right now, Toko. You're making it really, really hard. And it shouldn't be, because, like, any person, you hear that's happening to them, you're like, that's awful, I feel bad for you, she's a terrible person. But Toko is, like, actively trying to get us to hate her. So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? See, Sakura's always here to protect her friends. Sorry. Wow, you crumbled almost immediately. Let's leave Toko alone. She's gotten a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible. With everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Okay, well, then let's do just that. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Ah, now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makiro's trying to... Oh my Jesus Christ. Hina, why are you so obsessed with this? It's not what's going on. Look, I get that we were meeting in the bathhouse, but that's where the laptop was. You know that's what we were doing, Hina. You in any heat, Makoto? Don't care. Oh my Jesus Christ. What is this game? Watch out, Sakura. Transformed into a Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening? How could this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Okay, can I talk? Wait till tomorrow. I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? Is that... It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff. You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something. Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but stay until tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it. Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat? I'm kind of nervous. Huh? How come? Because I don't usually eat in front of other... What? Ever since I was a kid, I eat by myself. What about your family? Oh, well, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom. You had 2 moms? What? That's just how things were. It's like a serious... No, that's... I don't... Okay, Okay, so... Having 2 moms is not a serious issue. That's not a problem at all. The problem is that you had a dad and 2 moms. That's where the problem comes in, because that means that he's... I don't even want to begin dissecting that one. That's a messed up family situation going on right there. Okay. Wow. What is the amount of insanity in the past like 10 minutes of gameplay is just off the walls at this point. And honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I'm on board at this point. Like I've gone so far down the rabbit hole that is this game that I'm just like I'm ready for whatever kind of nonsense it's gonna try to throw at me. Just like, you're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Oh my god. Stop saying stuff like that! Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. Okay. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. Is it free time? Free time? Yeah, free time! I have the free time music committed to memory. I'll have to wait until tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Okay, so my first priority here is going to be to go find Kyoko. Now, I don't think... Oh, well, okay, I don't know for sure whether the game will let me talk to Kyoko because she kind of hates me right now. But my absolute first priority is going to be to try to find her. Oh, no, wait, no, I lied. My first priority is going to be go to the shop and buy some new presents. Then I'm going to go try to talk to Kyoko. This, I think Hina might really, really like. Because the last thing we tried to give her was the earmuffs, right? The bunny earmuffs, and she really liked those, so she might like this too. Okay, so Kyoko's here. Does that mean she'll want to talk to me? Probably not, but it's worth a try anyway. Okay. So, Hiro's there, and Kyoko is somewhere here. We'll find her. She's got to be somewhere in this hallway, so we'll just check the whole hall. Oh, there she is. Okay. Is the game gonna let me talk to you?
Anyway.
I'm busy, I don't have time to waste. That's kind of what I feared. Okay, well, Hina's in the music room, right? Alright, well, I guess we'll... So, I had a feeling the game probably wouldn't let me talk to Kyoko, so... but we can at least go talk to Hina, right? Hina doesn't hate me. I feel like we built up a great friendship with Hina until this point. So we'll talk to you, and I think I have a present you'll actually really like. So pushing on doesn't help, smacking him doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things? Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. Ah, I know. We should try grabbing the top and yanking down on it. Should I talk to Hina for a while? Sure.
You got it.
You want to do some stretches with me? Ah, my favorite pastime. Stretches. I followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Hina a present? Yes, I would, because I think we have something she would actually really like. We have the kitten hair cloth thing. No, sorry, kitten hair clip. Okay, let's give this to her and see if she likes it. What? I can keep this, right? Right? Yay, ultra stoked! Seeing Hina's lead something I gave her makes me happy. Okay, she really liked that. Hey, Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? What's up? I wanted to ask you something. Sure, what is it? Oh, I mean... Can you just come to my room when you get a chance? Right here is, like... Huh? Okay, see you later, but not stand me up. What do you mean, we're in... There's nobody in this room. There's nobody in the room. Whatever you needed to say to me, there's nobody in this goddamn room. Unless you're afraid the piano is gonna grow ears and start listening in on a conversation. Like the piano's gonna like hop off the stage and go like hopping over to us like, hey, and the lid's gonna pop up and down like, hey, what are you guys talking about? What's going on with her? Invite me to a room like this. She's acting really strange. Well, I don't have much choice, do I? I headed to Hina's room like she asked. Okay, I don't know if I like this. Sorry for making you have to come here. Oh, I don't mind, but what's going on? I just
wanted to ask you something, and whatever you and this thing could not have been asked in the room in which there was nobody there. Will you promise to give me a real answer? I have a feeling I might know what question's about to be asked. Sure, like I've heard that exact same, that specific phrasing. I want to ask you a question. Can you just give me a real answer? Be honest with me. Tell me the truth. I've heard that before, and it doesn't typically. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. No, wait, no, don't skip. What I skip? I accidentally hit R1. Okay. What do you think about me? As a woman? Meaning, what do I think? What I'm trying to just be. If you're saying if you are trying to say what I think you're trying to say, then just be upfront about it. Do I have, womanly charms? I mean, wait. Where's all this coming from? People have always told me how I'm not ladylike. Based on what? The fact that you like sports? I mean, I can't disagree. I'm good at sports. So what? That doesn't. That means nothing. That means literally nothing. What do you mean that's not okay? You're okay. Other people tell you that. Okay, great. That means diddly do. That you are who you are. You like what you like. It doesn't make you any less of. Okay. Wow. Whoever told you that needs to find the nearest tall building and introduce themselves to the edge of it, and then let Falcon do the rest. Okay, all I'm good at. Okay, that doesn't. That's okay. That means you found something you're passionate about, something you love doing, something you're really good at. That's more than a lot of people can say about their lives. I think maybe it's just because I've never actually been in love. How do you make that connection? Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? All I'm good at is sports, X, and physical stuff. People always tell me I'm not ladylike. Wait, okay, no. All I'm good at is sports, X, and physical stuff, but maybe that's just I've never actually been in love. No, that means that you are passionate about what you do. You're passionate about exercise. You're passionate about playing sports. You're passionate about getting in shape. Maybe a little overly so when it comes to the fact that you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get so fat. Look at this. I have, like, less than 1 centimeter grown on me because I ate one donut that one time. But, like, you're passionate. You care. You have something you love. That's good. That's a good thing. A lot of people can't say that about themselves. I don't know how you've made that connection. What? No, that doesn't, you never having fallen in love doesn't mean anything. That's why, I want you to be Yay! Alright, that's enough for today. That's the 3rd quit of the day. And it all had to do with Tina. See you later. Goodbye. Okay. So, first of all, obviously, there were some clues earlier in the game that maybe she had a thing for Makoto. As even earlier in this episode, you could have said the same thing when we were outside the bathhouse after the class trial. She's like, what? You and Kyoko were going in there alone? Things like that. So, it's not totally out of left field. It's just, if we look at what led up to this, okay. Wow. Her motivation for this is because people have told her that she's not ladylike because she likes sports, which is the most dumbass logic I think I've ever heard. So then, because she wants to be able to say that she's more ladylike and a woman, so she wants to be Makoto's girlfriend, which, even if we accepted that as sound logic, which it's not, this isn't, like, because, like, even though we accepted as sound logic, which it's not, clearly she still has actual feelings for him based on stuff that happened earlier in the game. This isn't how you would propose, like, if you genuinely want to ask somebody out, this isn't how you do it. Like, you don't say, people are telling me about how I'm not actually a woman because I've never fallen in love, so please be my boyfriend. That ain't how you do this. Like, those people are shitheads, and that logic makes no sense. But this also isn't how you actually go about asking somebody out. Okay, well, let's keep going and let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. No, I mean, not like my real boyfriend, it's like a practice run? What? What is this game? What is this game? A practice boyfriend? What do you mean a practice? What? A practice boyfriend, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at now. She wants Makoto to be her practice boyfriend. Is this because I gave her that kitten thing? Is it because I gave her something she really, really liked that she's going on the... Oh, boy. How do you even... I've just been sat here for like a minute and a half trying to imagine how this conversation would go down in real life. Like, imagine you're Makoto right now, and someone you've been really close friends with walks up to you and says, "Hey, can you be my practice boyfriend for when I get a real boyfriend?" Regardless of whether or not you actually have feelings for that person. Like, if you do have feelings, your heart just snapped in half. And if you don't have feelings for this person, what do you even say to that? Like, what would, walk me through this. What would being a practice boyfriend entail exactly? What do you think that would entail? What exactly do you want to practice? Because I don't know, my brain, let's keep going. Practice run.
I mean,
That's not, and now we're back to this dumbass logic again. Okay, her logic is, I'm not a woman because I've never been in love and I can't fall in love because I'm not a woman. You've dug yourself into your own hole with logic that doesn't hold up and which makes no sense. It's like a vicious cycle, you know? So my strategy is a little practice run to draw out my feminine side. I will be in the perfect position to fall in love. So I'm asking you, begging you to help me practice and pretend to be my boyfriend. What? Wait. Okay. Okay. So do you mean like externally, as in like you want to be able to go walk up to Sakura and say, "Hey Sakura, guess what? Makoto's my boyfriend." Yeah. Isn't that so cool? This dumbass over here doesn't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. Literally describe himself as the ultimate average student or whatever. Yeah. That's my boyfriend over there. It's like, really? That's but I mean, seriously? You're the only one I can ask, Makoto. I mean, how many other guy friends do I have that are still alive? Please, I'm on hands and knees here. It won't even take that long. The jokes that I could make, but I don't want to. Hina seems really serious about this. Fine, I guess I can help her. What are you gonna help with? What is the plan? Walk me through what you think is good. What do you want me to... You mean it? Alright. So, what am I... I cannot wait to find out what your response is gonna be to this question. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, good question. Well, whatever, let's just get started. Get started doing what?
okay.
Here we go. Oh... I feel like I need to do the Squidward thing, where he just, like, gives up on life and he sits down on the floor and he starts doing the V-sits with, like, future, because I have lost all control of the situation. I have no clue what's going on. Everything's flying off the rails. We got pretend boyfriends. We got AI laptops. We got freaking magical teddy bears. We got masked maniacs beating people up. We got people laying traps for us in the boys' bathroom, and they're getting mad when we don't tell them all the secrets. Oh, this game, what is this? So you just wanted so you wanted someone to, like, practice talking to, I guess? Oh, darling, you're home. Are you ready for dinner, or should I get a bath going? Wait, Hina, that's more like a stereotypical 1950s. Funny enough, literally the first thing that came to my mind when she started talking was, WandaVision, huh? Oh, different approach then? Well, you lied to me. You said you left your wife. That's even worse. Really? You mean I can't even get a practice run right? Was that the fatal blow? Seriously, what am I supposed to do? Just become that one crazy lady who gives up on love? Okay, let's dial it back a bit to where you started wanting to be my pretend girlfriend. First of all, do you really need to go through all this practice stuff? I told you I'm not ladylike. Even if that's true, I say that's just part of your charm. Huh? If you push it and get all nervous, that's totally not you, right? First, I think you're fine just the way you are. Because, I mean, that's who you are. Makoto, and falling in love is supposed to be fun, right? If you stress out about it, what's the fun in that? I mean, not that I know anything about love either, so maybe that doesn't mean anything. No, it does. If it's you saying it, it does mean something. Maybe you're right. I shouldn't push it. I should just be me. Yes, exactly. Alright, alright, Sparky, here's the deal. If you want to court the little lady, you gotta learn to be a straight shooter, do you got it? Tell her the truth! Just learn from Aladdin. Be yourself. I just have to wait till I meet the right person like Jason Statham. You have very specific taste. I think you'll be waiting a while on that one. Anyway, thanks, Makoto. You definitely helped lift the weight off my chest. Not gonna touch that one with a 10-foot pole. And on top of that, I kind of had fun practicing with you. I might ask you to help me again someday. With what? No, I think that's enough practice for me. Oh, really? Then, if it wasn't practice... Huh? You're kidding. I'm just jerking you around. A joke, huh? Well, joke or not, I definitely feel like I got a lot closer to Hina. After going through all this, I think I understand her a whole lot better, and I think we finally become friends in the truest sense of the word. So what's your type, huh? What kind of girls do you enjoy? Oh, we're still going! We're still... Makoto, at what point do you think to yourself, maybe there's a reason she's asking me all this? Huh? Don't worry about it.
Aw, come on, don't get embarrassed.
You just unlocked the skill ambidextrousness. Care yourself how the fact you've earned it. Hina and I got more fired up about love than I expected, and I went back to my room. Oh my dear lord. Okay, I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. No, I think we're gonna end the episode right here. I think I've had enough of this game for today. Thank you very much. So... Okay, let's read what her report card got updated to. Oh! Hey, we got a star next to her name. Does that mean we've reached, like, friend level 2 or something? Maybe. Okay, so what's your... I've never been in love, so my feminine side hasn't awakened. That's bullshit, but okay. I need to do some practice runs, but after talking to Makoto, I realized that maybe that's not the way. Oh, really? You realize that maybe pretending to be a couple isn't the way to do this. Really? Okay, well... that was something. That was certainly an episode. Okay, I don't even know what's going on anymore, but that'll be for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Catch you all tomorrow for some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Goodbye.
Danganronpa.